Greetings, Retro Junkies. I'm Vic Viper, and welcome to Arcade Decade, your home for retro-flavored geek culture from a Gen X perspective. Whether you're an arcade rat, an 8-bit fanboy, or just retro curious, this is dedicated to you, my friends. Today, in our Retro Reviews segment, we are going to talk about one of my favorite arcade games, an early platformer and jungle adventure, Jungle Hunt. Jungle Hunt, or Jungle King, is a classic arcade game that was released in 1982 by Taito Corporation. It's a side-scrolling action game that takes place on a perilous journey through a jungle in search of a kidnapped maiden. The game was originally released as Jungle King, and featured a character who closely resembled Tarzan. The objective was to rescue a damsel in distress from various jungle hazards. However, shortly after its release, Taito faced a lawsuit from the estate of Edgar Rice Burroughs, the creator of Tarzan, for copyright infringement. As a result, Taito had to make some changes to the game. In response to the lawsuit, Taito rebranded the game as Jungle Hunt. They replaced the Tarzan-like character with a more generic explorer. The gameplay remained largely the same, with players still navigating through the jungle, swinging on vines, swimming past crocodiles, and leaping over obstacles to rescue the kidnapped damsel. For its time, Jungle Hunt boasted decent graphics. The character sprites and backgrounds are colorful and relatively detailed, creating a vibrant jungle atmosphere. Jungle Hunt, along with Moon Patrol, was one of the first games to feature parallax scrolling. The gameplay in Jungle Hunt is simple but enjoyable. An 8-way joystick and single action button allow for players to control our hero through 4 levels. Each level presents its unique challenges, which keeps the game engaging. The controls are responsive, and the difficulty gradually increases, offering a fair but challenging experience. The audio in Jungle Hunt is fairly impressive for its era. The background music is catchy and fits the jungle theme, while the sound effects are basic and a bit repetitive. In its original Jungle King format, our hero can be heard bellowing a sample of Tarzan's famous cry. Jungle Hunt has a moderate level of replay value. While the gameplay is fun and can be addictive, the game consists of 4 levels which can be completed in a relatively short amount of time for skilled players. However, the increasing difficulty and desire to achieve higher scores can encourage players to come back for more. The 4 levels consists of swinging from tree to tree on vines, avoiding or dispatching deadly crocodiles as you swim through a river, jumping or ducking boulders as you climb a hill, and rescuing the damsel from hungry cannibals. To help you succeed in your jungle adventure, here are some hints and strategies. 1. Timing is key. Timing is crucial in Jungle Hunt. Whether you're swinging on vines or jumping over obstacles, practice your timing to avoid hazards and progress smoothly. Number 2. Master the vines. The first level involves swinging on vines. To get the hang of it, press the jump button to leap from vine to vine. Try to predict where the vine will be as opposed to where it is. With practice, you'll become more accurate. 3. Swim cautiously. In the second level, you'll have to swim while avoiding crocodiles. Swim at different depths to avoid these dangers. Remember that you can't stay underwater indefinitely, so resurface periodically. Watch out for those bubbles that will drag you to the top, leaving you prey for those bloodthirsty crocs. In this level, there is no jump. The action button allows you to dispatch those teethy reptiles. Just watch you don't go near them when their mouths are open. 4. Leap over boulders. In the third level, you'll encounter rolling boulders. Time your jumps carefully to clear them. It is often better to wait for the right moment than to rush. Towards the end of the stage, there are 2 boulders larger than the rest, and bounce higher. You may need to go under these instead of jumping over. 5. Precision jumps. The 4th level has a duo of spear-wielding cannibals you need to jump over to save the lady suspended above a boiling cauldron. Precision jumping is key here. Wait for the right moment to jump, and don't rush. On your second and subsequent playthroughs, there will be a 3rd cannibal in the tree throwing spears at you. 6. Learn patterns. Each level has its unique obstacles and enemies. Pay attention to patterns and timing to anticipate and overcome challenges. 7. Practice makes perfect. Jungle Hunt can be challenging, especially as you progress. Don't get discouraged if you fail repeatedly. Practice helps you to improve your skills and get further in the game. 8. Conservation of lives. Lives are limited in Jungle Hunt. Try to conserve them, especially in the later levels where the difficulty ramps up. Prioritize staying alive over rushing to complete a level. There are no continues, so tread carefully. 9. High score strategies. If you're aiming for a high score, focus on completing levels quickly. The faster you finish a level, the more bonus points you'll earn. 10. Learn level layouts. Each level has a fixed layout. Familiarize yourself with the placement of obstacles and enemies to plan your moves better. 11. Patience is key. Jungle Hunt rewards patience. Take your time to learn the game's mechanics and level designs. Rushing often leads to mistakes. And number 12. Enjoy the nostalgia. Jungle Hunt is a classic arcade game known for its simple but addictive gameplay. Embrace the nostalgic experience and have fun with it. Remember that Jungle Hunt is a game that may take time to master, so don't be discouraged by early failures, and keep practicing. With patience and persistence, you'll improve your skills and advance further into the jungle and rescue the damsel. Good luck! In its day, Jungle Hunt was well received. It received several ports including the Atari 2600 and 5200. The game would see yet another revision under the title Pirate Pete. It swaps the hero for a pirate. Vines are replaced with ropes, crocs with sharks, and cannibals with cutlass-wielding pirates. In 1983, Milton Bradley released the Jungle Hunt board game, with vines playing a key role in gameplay. In summary, Jungle Hunt is a classic arcade game that offers simple and enjoyable gameplay. While it may not have the depth or complexity of more modern titles, it provides a fond nostalgic experience for those who grew up playing it. It's a game that's worth revisiting for its historical significance in the world of arcade gaming, and its ability to provide some quick and entertaining action. If you've never played it, jump right in. Jungle Hunt is remembered as a true classic arcade game of its time, and holds a place in gaming history for its contribution to the platformer genre. It remains a nostalgic favorite for those who remember playing it in the arcades during the golden age of video games. Jungle Hunt gets an A, and earns the prestigious Seal of Excellence. How does this score compare with our other retro reviews, Dig Dug and Kangaroo? Check out our reviews to find out. Arcades were booming back in the early 80s, and I was in the thick of it. I had Pac-Man fever and was fully captive of the zeitgeist of those days. Those days for me, my love of video games. You could go to your local supermarket or pizza place to play arcade games. Another place that had arcade games were bars. My grandfather owned a bar in a small town in the 80s. He was closed every Sunday so he could spend time with us. Every Sunday he would give me $20 to take to a local comic shop. After that we'd go someplace to eat. Sometimes we'd go bowling or to a movie. But on the times we didn't, we would go back to the empty bar and play pool, listen to the jukebox, play pinball or shuffleboard. But the highlight of every visit would be playing the arcade game du jour. One of those, for a time, was Jungle King. The memories of this Tarzan-like protagonist swinging from vines, slicing crocodiles, leaping boulders, and outwitting cannibals were steeped in jungle adventure. I looked forward to playing every week. But what I enjoyed the most was spending time with my grandpa. He was a funny man, and always had my brother and I laughing. Years later, he would retire and sell the bar. I missed that place, but not as much as I missed my grandp. I lost him in 1992. He never got to meet my kids, but in a way, they met him. I still recycle all my grandfather's cheesy jokes and songs. I credit him with bestowing me my sense of humor. So in that way, he's still here. And so are all those memories. And that's what this channel is all about. How these games of old can evoke such fond memories of our childhood. A simpler time, a wonderful time. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. There are so many more 8-bit memories I want to share with you, so please like and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. And please join in the discussion below. What are your favorite arcade decade memories? So until next time, you have 1 quarter and 3 lives to achieve greatness, so don your loincloth and swing like there's no tomorrow. Take care, my friends. Arcade Decade, over and out.